What is your name, and when did the relationship you were in occur?
My name is Victoria, and I was 20 years old when it occurred, and I'm 22 now.
Okay. And where did each of you live while separated?
He lived in Los Angeles, California, and I lived here in Baton Rouge, attending LSU.
And why did you guys have to live apart?
We had to live apart because we met in Malibu, and his plans were to continue living out in California, and mine were to eventually move to Malibu. And I was visiting my girlfriend Corey over spring break, and we just happened to meet, and I had to come back here for school.
And how long did you guys live apart for?
For about 4 months.
And when you two had a conflict or an issue at hand, how did you best resolve those issues?
Mostly through talking on the phone. One time we had a conflict, and I actually flew out the next day. It was easiest. The best way of resolving conflict is definitely person to person. That was the easiest. Um, Ignoring it was the worst way of dealing with it. Like not talking in a long distance relationship, like you have to talk about your problems. You can't ignore each other because you won't ever see each other and have any other way to make up.
How often did the two of you see each other?
We saw each other every 3 weeks approximately. Sometimes, if we could fit it, we would see each other more often than that.
And how did you guys compensate with your time spent alone? How did you deal with your loneliness?
Mostly spent time with friends and kept myself busy, worked a lot, exercise, focused on those things, but definitely, um, I definitely like imagined like the times that we did get to spend together
And how often did you find yourself daydreaming or thinking about your partner?
all the time. It is all the time. I think it's kind of one of those things at the beginning of a relationship where you might spend a lot of time with the person. Well, if you can't spend the time with that person, you spend a lot of your time thinking about the time you have spent with that person.
Now, in general, do you think your imagined interactions were helpful in maintaining your relationship, or were they hurtful and contributed to the breakup?
I don't think the relationship could have existed if I didn't have eyes because I think I probably idealized the person with them because I was able to play over all the really, really good times. And so it was positive reinforcement. I always had good memories to think about all the time. So it's actually like we probably had more conflict when we were together than when we were separate because I wouldn't really live over the bad times. I would only live over the good times. So to me, it was worth like maintaining and keeping the relationship going because of all the positive feelings I had about it.